What's up, guys? Today we're at the center of the world, located in Felicity, California. I'm just gonna cut myself off real quick. I believe it's pronounced Felicity. Hopefully you make it to the end where I pronounce it right, but you're gonna have to bear with us because I say it wrong a few times, so sorry about that. You might be wondering how there's a center. We don't know, but this place claims to be. So we're gonna check it out. Hopefully we'll find out. We're not sure. It looks like it's not really open as it usually is because it's super hot out. It's 100 degrees right now, but we're gonna check out what we can. There's some cool stuff behind us. This pyramid that's locked, unfortunately, and then a whole bunch of plaques and a church in the back. We'll see if that's open. Probably not, but there's a post office right here. We'll see if we can figure out why this is the center of the world here in California.
Let's go.
Just dropped in a 20 right now, but we're good to go. Today, a 21-foot granite and glass pyramid houses the bronze plaque marking precisely the official center of the world. So we weren't able to get in and see the plaque that said it's officially the center of the world. That's where all the secrets of the United States government are held. That's why it's locked.
Since I'm from California, let's do the history of California first.
All right, that's to the right over here. 31st state of the United States on September 9th, 1850, Eureka. In 1850, the population was 92,597. Got some more stuff about California, obviously, since it's about California. A vast land with 4 climates. Hey, there's a lot of panels.
No way we're getting all this.
I'm not gonna record everyone, but we'll take a look at a few here. The reign of Spain, Mexican California, Mexican-American War. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that some of the stuff was gonna be closed, but I didn't think this much of the stuff was gonna be closed. All we pretty much have access to is this little maze area. I think all the buildings are locked, so that might be the only thing we have access to. There's this cool looking church building behind us, and then this pyramid that we showed. All the rest is just these little kind of plaques that have a whole bunch of information on them.
It's pretty cool seeing all the history and just reading it all. There is a lot. I don't know if we'll be able to read every single one because it is hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot right now.
And then the buildings to the left of us are actually apartments, it said, which is kind of weird because there's nothing out here.
I can't imagine living out here.
I was reading the plaque right now and it says drinking and swearing were forbidden.
When?
1860.
It says Bennett C. Riley, the unlikely founder of the state of California. From 1846 to 1848, civil government was performed credibly by the United States Army. The last such governor in 1849 was Bennett Riley, bluff, hearty, and plain-spoken. What's up, Bennett? Let's see if we can find a cool panel here.
I was gonna say, I've seen a wolverine in the zoo before. I've never seen an American bison. Obviously seen palm trees. Never seen the redwood trees. I would love to see those. Those look very pretty. Seen a sea lion and seen a gopher, but never seen an American bison, the redwood trees, or a wolverine outside of the zoo. Guys, it is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. We first showed up and no one was here, and then about 2 or 3 minutes after being here, there's tons of people, and you start to wonder, are they really here for this, or are we being watched by these people that know about the center of the world? Might be some Illuminati people around us, making sure we're not up to anything destructive. I believe this is a mini replica of the Liberty Bell. Whoa, weighing 250 pounds.
This is a half-scale replica of the Liberty Bell weighing 250 pounds. Can you ring this one? It's loud.
Dude, if this thing fell on you, that would hurt. 250 pounds, would that kill you?
I'm pretty sure that would kill you.
I don't even know why I asked that.
That was super loud. Imagine how loud the big one is.
I am so excited to go to the platforms next to us because they all have animals. And I'm assuming it's history of animals in the United States.
Yeah, we did miss History of Arizona, but we'll get it later.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How much does the great white shark weigh, approximately?
I'm gonna go 650 pounds. Oh, I feel like an idiot now.
650. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have guessed that too, not 7,000 pounds.
I should have known, because even like when you watch those videos about my 500-pound live sharks look way bigger than that. 7,000 pounds. He eats a lot. Or he's really rich in the UK. Or, never mind, I wouldn't be that rich, but he makes a modest salary every 3 months.
Isn't that cute? That's me and Joey.
Rare birds, the forest owlet. Found only in forests of central India. It possesses disproportionately large talons which catch prey up to 2 times its own size. They sit and wait for lizards, rodents, and frogs.
Oh my god, Christmas Island bird.
I keep having the thought that we're gonna come back to our car and there's gonna be no one here and no trace of anybody being here. I don't know if I can trust anybody, if these are even real people around us. It feels like I'm at some weird Illuminati place, and the camera keeps dying because it says that it's too hot out here for the camera, but what if they're blocking our camera because they don't want us recording this stuff?
That's cool. Not only do they have history about the United States, California, and Arizona, they have it on the whole world. Like, there was one back there, the 100 Years' War, France and England, the plague.
It's crazy how much stuff they have here. I mean, you can just go on and on and on forever. At first I was like, man, 20 bucks is pretty steep for both of us, but I still think it is a little bit, but there's definitely a lot of stuff to check out. The Last Judgment, Michelangelo, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Christ at the Sea of Galilee, and then the Crucifixion, the Last Supper, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. All right, now it's time to go to the church, and there's quite a few steps. We didn't realize how high up it actually was, and it's a lot steeper than it looks from far away. We made it up. Seems like the doors are locked though. The Church on the Hill of Felicity, dedicated on the St. Felicity Day, March 7, 2008, by Monsignor Richard W. O'Keefe.
There was a group of people out with us and they already left.
It's locked, right?
Yeah. They don't want us to know what's in. Oh, shade. I'm gonna stand right here.
Is the side door locked? Probably
This
is.
feels so much better.
Imagine if this was unlocked and we got the secret codes to the American government.
What if we open the door and there's a group of people just in there?
You can see a little bit inside the church there. It looks like it has really tall ceilings.
Wow.
See if I can get a shot of that.
There's somebody sitting in there.
Okay guys, if I watch that footage back and I see something creepy, I don't know if we'll make it to post this video. So hopefully nothing creepy was in that shot. Looks like they could expand wherever they want though. Look at how much space there is out here. It looked like they were still putting in some stuff because some of the plaques were blank, like this one in front of the church. So it'll be interesting to see what they put there. But what they have right now is already crazy enough. There's just so much stuff. There's stuff on world history, stuff on animals, stuff on insects. They have this little pillar in the middle that has different languages on it. Here's the bell again. We did barely view the history of Arizona towards the end, but it was getting so hot that we just kind of went past it pretty fast. But here you go. Here's some of that. All right, before we go, I noticed there's a maze over here to my left. Lauren's waiting in the car because she cannot stand the heat. It is pretty bad out. I think it's up to 102 now, but I think growing up in South Texas has prepared me for moments like this because it gets pretty hot there and really humid. Luckily, it's not too humid here. It's just a really bad, dry heat. Lauren's always dying though. Her face gets really red. So I can tell that it's not even her wimping out or anything. Like her body literally just cannot take it. But I had to get this maze because I think it says it's open. So we'll check it out. Maybe not, but it's worth the shot. I didn't want to leave here knowing that I could have missed something. Especially paying 10 bucks a person, man. Kind of pricey for not being able to see much. Maze of Honor. Right, it was open. Jacob Bruns. 06 to 2021, wow. That's sad. Let's see what this maze is. Okay, it makes sense. It's honoring people that have passed away. Dang, there's a lot of people. Pioneers of parachuting. Looks like they're still adding to it. There's a pets wall right here, but there's only 6 panels on it. 2 cats, a snake, and 3 dogs. Hopefully I don't get lost in here. It's kind of scary. It just has George Washington looking at you. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera. It's so bright outside. On the opposite side, you have Lincoln staring at you. Or, I guess, staring away from you. You can't bear to look at you when you're coming in. It looks like it's pretty unfinished, though. A lot of blank walls. I'm assuming they'll add some more tributes to people here. Make sure I don't miss anything, but I also don't want to get lost. It does not look very hard to find your way out, luckily. But it is really hot. Tried my best to get like a little view around there. Hopefully there's no vortex that I get sucked into if this will just end up as lost footage if so. As you can see, not much of the maze yet. Looks like they're still adding on to it. That'll be pretty cool though once it's done. It's getting really windy now. I wouldn't recommend coming here in June, July, or August. We're in here in June right now. It's already pretty bad and I think it's only gonna get hotter. Still pretty cool though. I was kind of like joking about the fact it was 10 bucks a person. It sounds a little steep, but I think with a tour and in better weather, it would definitely be worth it. It probably just doesn't feel worth it because we had to get out of here really fast because it's so hot, but it was still cool to look around. And there's like a weird eerie feeling because it feels very Illuminati-esque with all these pyramids and a weird church on a hill that looks a little creepy and a maze, but luckily it was just honoring people. Could have been a lot weirder in there, but I made it back to the car. All right, we weren't able to find why it's the center of the world in any of the actual stuff on the plaques or in the premises. Maybe it's in the museum, but that wasn't open. So I'm going to read the website. It says, where it all began, the center of the world, that is, of our expanding universe, could be anywhere. However, the official center of the world identified for the first time in history as a specific location set by law. How did this come to pass? Ko the Good Dragon. Ko the Good Dragon at the Center of the World is a children's book, now in its 8th edition, written by the museum's founder. All right, so it sounds like there's a children's book where a dragon is at the center of the world, and now it's official. And it claims it's official because on May 21st, 1985, James Butcher, Val Bloom, Louis Curiel, and Louis M. Legaspi and Abe Seabolt established into law by unanimous vote that the now official center of the world at geographic coordinate 55, okay, I'm not going to go through all that, but there's the coordinates of the location. It says, years later, to everyone's delight, on September 14th, 1989, the Institute Geographic National of the Government of France recognized the official center of the world at Felicity, California. They also confirmed in writing this decision to all governmental geographic institutions in Europe. So quite a lot of info, but basically it's made up. You know, people agreed on the made up location.
I will say, although it was super hot, I still had a really good time, like seeing everything. I thought it was really cool, every single thing they had there. Not gonna lie, I saw it online, and we've seen it when we've gone from California to Arizona, and we just decided to go to see what it was, but I thought it was just that pyramid in the church. I did not know that there was plaques everywhere explaining a bunch of history, so I thought that was really cool. And I actually do want to go back on a later date when it is not as hot, so I can actually read all of them, because it was way too hot to read every single one of them. We did get to read quite a few of them.
$10 a person, as I said when I was there, seemed kind of steep, but I think my opinion of that is largely impacted by the fact it was 102 degrees outside. If it was like 75 or 80, it would be a lot nicer, and they actually have guided tours when it's that weather. I will mention too, one thing that kind of weirded us out was when we first got there, there was no one. Then one guy showed up, said something along the lines of, isn't it kind of weird this is totally in the middle of nowhere? And I said, yeah, and laughed, and he didn't say anything else. And that was the last time we saw that guy.
It's pretty strange, huh?
Yeah.
I swear it was a hallucination. It's scaring me because he walked past us when we were recording one of the plaques, and he was going to our right, and I looked up to the right and he wasn't there. So I don't know if we were going crazy from the heat or he was bent down reading a plaque and we just didn't see him again because I don't know.
Or he was the magic center of the world man and appeared in our hallucination. But we did meet a really nice lady from Newcastle, England, which was really cool. She took a picture of us, or a few pictures. We might use one as a thumbnail, I'm not sure. Whether her picture's used as a thumbnail or not, we still got some really cool pictures from that day, so thank you. We didn't get her name, but we do know you're from Newcastle. I doubt you're ever gonna watch this, but thank you. She said she's been having a good time in America, so that's good to hear. But we heard her complain about how hot it was, and we're complaining. I can't imagine being from England and experiencing this weather. It's gotta suck really bad because it doesn't get that hot there. Hopefully you enjoyed us going to the center of the world. We enjoyed it as much as we could with that weather, but looking back, I think that was an incredible experience. I did not expect it to be that awesome with all the plaques everywhere. So glad we got to do it, even though it felt like we were gonna pass out while doing it. Like Lauren said, I would like to go again when it's better weather so we can actually go in the museum and shops and see more stuff. But we just wanted to make a video on it to be able to say we went to the center of the world.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoyed it. You get to watch from a comfy chair where it's not 100 degrees, so that's probably a lot more enjoyable. Hopefully we're entertained enough even though we were dying. But thank you for watching. Bye.